Hello and welcome to another episode of Well Pointed Desk. I have been away for a little while. It's been a little busy. I hate to say that because I always makes me feel like I'm bragging, but I really am not. I would much rather be filming videos and hanging out with you all than whatever it was I did that took me away from this lovely project. So anyway, hi, welcome to my July planner setup. I have not done one of these videos in a while, and I thought I would take a slightly different approach this time and just kind of go over really quickly my theme, what I'm using, and sort of how it all played out. So this month, my theme was basically it's Mermaid month. July is Mermaid month for me. So I dug through my collection, which I had made a point of having lots of mermaid and ocean-y related things. So I have the Poseidon's Kingdom. This is a Peter Popper sticker book. These are a few other items. And as you can see, I have already made use of this, but it is full of ocean creatures, mermaids, fish, pirates, like the whole works. It's all in here. And so this was one of the books that I used. And like I said, there's some pages that I used more than others, but obviously I only have 30 days. I don't need that many. And then the other book is new to my collection this year. It is the Seashore Sticker Anthology. And this one had a lot more sort of like this whole page of absolutely delicious like corals and just a ton of stuff like that. There's just like page after page of coral, which was what sold me on this particular book. You know, just sort of sea life plants of all sorts. Yes, this whole section is called Seabed. And then there's, you know, there's borders, there's frames, there's like sort of people at the shore, like very vintagey sea bathers. There's big full sheets of stickers. Just a lot of like really fun stuff. So anyway, I used several from here. Fish. This also has fish and various sea life, whales and what have you. So yeah, so it's a big chunky book. I don't know how many pages it has. But I really like this one. Both Poseidon's Kingdom and the Seashore Sticker Anthology is available in my shop. If you are curious, I also put to use, I have this big stickers on a roll from, I'm going to use this as a backer. So this is like, this sheet of stickers is probably almost 4 inches wide. And they are the clear, like PET, so they're like pre-die cut from Korea Crafts. I think it's called Ocean Dreams. I'll put a link in. But I pulled like one full repeat of these stickers off to use this month. And some of these stickers are huge. This is almost as big as a whole sheet. And there is this wonderful like holographic silver foil on a lot of these sea creatures, which makes them extra special and really fun. These are the only ones I have left, and you'll see as I flip through my planner, but there was probably, gosh, I want to say like a meter of length of stickers that were like the one full repeat, and I think there's like 5 on the roll. So also in my shop. There's a reason, because I wanted them. So I also pulled the Crystallaries, which are from my shop, that I designed, an assortment of typewriter days. This one's seen its better days, in like blues and greens. This is all that is left of my, I think it's called Mermaid something. Mermaid Kingdom. Also for my, I'll put a link in. I can't even remember the name of my own stickers, but these were the only 2 I had left from the sheet that I used. And then I used some of these translucent planner dots in my calendar. So those were the stickers that I used. Okay, this time without the oops. So I had to I'm doing a little splicing and dicing here with the video, talking about pens. So each month I pick about 6 or so sort of brush gel pens that I can use to sort of highlight, accent, color, do a title, those types of things. And this month I picked the Pentel Sign brush pen in emerald green, which I think looks more like a aqua or a turquoise color. So don't be thrown by the name. I picked 2 Marvula pens, the teal and the jade green. Jade green, I believe, is a newer color from Marvy. I feel like it writes a little bit wider on some papers than the other ones, even though essentially they all have the same nib size, similar to a 0.3 or a 0.4. The Tripless fine liner I have, and the only thing I know about the color is that it's number 334-38. It's kind of, I think it's both like a deep sea green, like a kelpie sort of green, but also probably like an evergreen, depending on your purpose. It's a dark green with just a slight hint of blue. Then I have the Dot A pen from Namco Bandai. It has like a standard, wrong end, just a standard tip like the Marvula pen, but this one, the color is quite light when you write with it, but I love these little dotties that you can do, so it's great if you are filling in like a tracker of some sort, and so that is really all I use it for. And honestly, I probably don't need a separate pen to do that. I could color it in with a little circle dot with the brush pen, but I have it, so I use it. And then last but not least is the Write-Tech dual color. It's a 0.5 gel pen, and it comes with 2 colors in it, Calaite, which is the blue, and then Mauve, which is the purpley color. And you will see the reason why I picked this one, because it almost completely matches my Sailor Pro Gear Slim in the Follow the Mermaid colorway, which I filled with Colorverse Pillars of Creation is the ink that I used for this one, and it is kind of a reddish purple color that kind of matches the mauve and the purple color here. So that is one of the fountain pens. Then I also have a couple others. I have the this Delight New Moon, which is basically a knockoff pretty much of either a Sailor Le Col or a Sailor Pro Gear Slim, depending on your perspective. And I have Robert Osher Torquay. I would not have I try not to use sort of knockoff pens very often, but this one actually has a beautiful nib on it. So honestly, it is what it is. Like sometimes the crappy cheap pens, they're not crappy, but like the inexpensive Chinese pens that often look very similar to Japanese or European pens often write quite nicely, all things considered. This is my go-to, and I didn't put the color on here, but this is my go-to Nagasawa version of a Pro Gear Slim. I believe the color is translated to Fresh Greens, I think. And I always put this ink in it, which is Pen BBS number 224, Leo Tolstoy. It is sort of my favorite green ink to write with, and I pretty much have this pen filled every time, like all the time. It's just always filled. I don't know what I'm going to do when I run out of this ink because I don't think it's available anymore. I decided to go ahead and fill this Platinum Prefont, which I swapped in a 0.3, their 03 nib from like a Preppy, like an extra fine Preppy, and put Colorverse Morningstar in here. It's a Colorverse number 11. Again, all in sort of these blues and aquas. And then last but not least, my Franklin Christoph Pocket 45, which has Pannonia Cheerio Water Bus, which was a limited edition color from Ink Dependence. Mike and Audrey sort of came up with this color, and the name was sort of what it sounded like in, I think the language is Turkish, where the ink is made. I'm not sure. I'd have to look into it. But anyway, so this is a Pocket 45. Franklin Christoph doesn't make this size pen anymore. And this particular bottle was a colorway they made specifically for Van Ness pens. It's sort of this like clear aqua. It's really pretty. But yeah, sorry, this one is like the ink's not available, the pen's not available, the colorway's not available, but it's one that I've had in my collection for a long time. I really like it and I haven't used it in a while. So that is the last. So you can see like they're all very watery colored, themed accordingly. So we'll crack open the notebook real quick and just, okay, that one's got to go over there because it keeps rolling away. So this was my washi tape for this month. I think it's actually the washi tape left over from last year. I still had some pieces on here, so I just kept it to go along with the sticker books and everything that I talked about earlier. And then I can quickly sort of show you what this looked like. I'm going to go to a page that I have not written on yet. So this is a sticker from the Kora Kriya PET sheets roll, mixed in with, you know, this one's from one of my sets. These are from the books. There's some of the washi. So I just go through, and I sat while watching one of the World Cup games this weekend and just sort of applied stickers to each page to sort of create different looks and feels so that I didn't have a blank page, and that I was not required to sort of decorate every day. I prefer to sort of do it all at once. And I try to move the decorations on the page to different spaces so that it's not sort of all, like it's not always in this corner where it would get really bulky up here. And mine is kind of bulky up here anyway. As you can see, it's getting pretty bulky compared with like this middle section here, which is a little flatter. So I need to be more careful as I go forward that I don't have all the bulk in one spot. But yeah, so like, just like mixing things up, I will go out of my way to cover the number up so that I can use my number stickers. That's really just because I want to use the number stickers. You don't have to do that. Sometimes I just stick my sticker over. Made a little ocean for my boats. But yeah, so just, this was how I solved for these really large stickers, was to actually cut them in half and put half on one page and half on the other so that they didn't occupy quite as much space on each page. Because like one on one page, I mean, you could probably get away with it. I would kind of use him up here and then just trim off the excess. So he didn't take up the whole page. But yeah, so I mixed in, you know, so some fish, you know, some sea life, some of these larger stickers. And so that is the whole month with a variety of stickers. Yeah, see, I cut this guy in half as well. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut him in half. Like, no harm to him. He's a sticker. And it got him used. And then like this is one of my favorite ones in the collection, which is this jellyfish, which is from the Kora Kriya. But a lot of these other pieces came from either the Seashore book or the Poseidon's Kingdom. And a couple of them came out of mine. So anyway, that is sort of how I set everything up. I'm looking forward to a month of thinking sea breezes and ocean vibes while I live in the middle of the country near no large body of water at all. So anyway, this is just me living my life vicariously through my planner, my imagination. I hope that you can live your life through your own imagination this month. Let me know what do you theme your planner each month? Do you pick a color? Do you pick a topic? Let me know. I'd love to hear about it. Thanks so much for watching, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.